Well, this morning's early showers are causing a slight delay for play at the John Deere Classic. That's where we find News 8's Charles Hart here to break down what we have to look forward to for today.
Yeah, good morning, Jenna. And just like you said, that early morning rain has set us back just a little bit. That first tee time is now at 9:55 this morning. But we've still made it to round 3 of tournament play here at the John Deere Classic at TPC Deere Run. Nearly 70 golfers have made the cut and will stick around throughout the weekend to compete for that trophy. And let's start with a look at the leaderboard going into this weekend. As you can see, Cameron Young is at the top going into round 3, and there's a 3-way tie for second place, as well as a 4-way tie for 5th. And 2 of the golfers moving up the leaderboard in round 2 were Adam Schenk and Brendan Todd. Schenk would have a clean scorecard, carding 5 birdies and no bogeys on his way to a 5-under 66. He is also in a tie for second at 11, 2 shots back. Brendan Todd, also part of the group tied for second. His second round, 65, consisted on 7 birdies and just 1 bogey. The crowded leaderboard setting up an exciting moving day today. And for the first time in a long time, Zach Johnson entered round 2 in a danner of simply making the cut. After a round 1 72, the Cedar Rapids native getting back on track on Friday afternoon. Zach with a quartet of birdies on the front 9 to get back in red numbers. Zach finishes with a round 2 5 under par. He's tied for 62 at 4 under, just making the cut as we head into play this weekend. Well, now golf is, of course, the focus of this week, but it's certainly not the only sport represented out here at TPC Deere Run. News 8's Shelby Kluver found one of the largest groups of volunteers out here at the Classic comes from the Quad City Pickleball Club. Take a listen.
Stillness and silence. It's what golf courses are known for. But here, that all goes right out the door.
Next up.
Meet the Quad City Pickleball Club.
There's somebody here almost 24/7.
At nearly 600 club members strong.
Got it.
The toughest gameplay might just be finding an open court.
Oh!
They're just a great group of people.
Susie Archer has been a pickleballer for years.
All right, Susie. Need some points.
The sport mixes tennis and racquetball.
Hit it where nobody is.
And the club combines competition with camaraderie.
My wife calls it a cult pickleball, but a friendly cult.
That's Brad Dye. Normally, you couldn't tear this cult from its court. But this week is the exception.
Hey, anything that's community involved, pickleball's going to be there.
This year, the Pickleball Club is the largest community group volunteering at the Classic, covering nearly 100 shifts together.
Third hitter on the tee.
Most of them, including Brad, are right here on hole 15, keeping the crowds quiet and controlled.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
The volume's been turned down, with the paddles traded for Marshall signs. But the bonds are stronger than ever.
It's great to be part of a group that's really interested in doing good for the community, right?
Because for players like Janet Parks, this group is bigger than the game they loved so much.
Well, we are really just a family.
So from the course to the courts and beyond into the community.
There we go. All right.
There's no back and forth about one thing.
I told them there's a need, and they were like, okay, we'll help. They're just wonderful people.
Nice shot.
All right, perfect. From the courts to the course. I love that. And the Pickleball Club also made and sold shirts and raised $1,500 for Birdies for Charity.
The 19th hole birdie count, sponsored by Dutrack Community Credit Union.
All right, we're now back to the course. Time to take a look at the Birdies for Charity count. Friday golfers scored 671 birdies, the most scored in a single day this week. That brings the total to 1,355 birdies. Every year, millions of dollars are raised through the program. Last year's JDC set a new fundraising record with Birdies for Charity at nearly $14 million. And for the first time on the 18th hole, the JDC is hosting concerts on the course after golfing is over. Darius Rucker will take the stage tonight, followed by Blake Shelton Sunday after a champion is crowned. Concerts will both begin at 5:45 with gates closing at 4 p.m. So concertgoers are asked to arrive before then. And keep in mind, grounds passes for today and tomorrow are sold out, but there are still some upgraded options available.
Darius Rucker is kind of the mayor, artist-wise, of the PGA Tour. He's got such an affinity for golf and the PGA Tour. Blake Shelton, you know, how fun is that? You know, he's just coming off The Voice, and so to have him here and be that excited, and again, an affinity for John Deere, and to have them in the community and know how excited everybody is to come out here this weekend is super, super fun.
Well, there will be no reserve seating along the 18th hole hillside, and general spectating areas are first come, first serve, and you can bring lawn chairs and blankets to sit on. Well, and as just a reminder, once again, that first tee time is at 9:55 this morning. That's all we have for you for now. Let's go ahead and toss it back to Jenna in the studio. Jenna?
All right, thanks, Charles. I'm definitely looking forward to that concert later tonight. And for all things JDC this week, we've got you covered with everything in one place. Just text the letters JDC to the number on your screen, 309-304-0888, and we'll send you our complete coverage straight to your phone.